What does a fox, art, and adventure have to do with each other? This art project. I'm Miss Abby, and it's a part of the Adventure Art Challenge. Actually, today is day 1. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, get your Adventure Art Challenge sheet, and let's get into it. The first thing you need from your Adventure Art Challenge packet is this fox habitats sheet. In it, we've got a red fox, Arctic fox, and fennec fox with their different habitats that they live in. We're going to use this information to make an art project. Next, choose your activity. So we have beginner right here. It's mostly coloring, and you get to make these cute little animals. And then this one is a little bit more advanced. If you're able to write and create on your own, you'll want to pick this one. You'll need your art supply. An optional thing is you can go outside and get sticks and leaves that you can add to your art project. Ready? Let's get creating. Okay, first things first, let's start by coloring in the foxes. So I'm gonna take a look at my red fox. I see a lot of like reddish orange, some dark brown, and some black. So let's color it in. I'm starting with a brown crayon, a light brown crayon, just to fill in all of the big spots so it doesn't take so long. And then I'll go back in with some other colors. Switching to a reddish orange colored pencil, let's add in some color and fill in all of the white gaps. And there we go. It's okay if it goes out of the lines a little bit. Let's get some dark brown, some shadows. So we're just gonna put it in the places we think would be darker than everything else. Back to a black crayon, just for the legs. Maybe a little bit on the ears and the face. Now I'm gonna color in the fennec fox and the Arctic fox. For the fennec fox, I chose a very light brown as the base color, then added yellow on top, then a dark brown shadow. Arctic foxes are white in the winter, so I'm just gonna add some like light gray around the places I think there would be a shadow. Shadows appear generally on the bottom of things. Now that we have our foxes all colored in, we're gonna go to our fox habitats sheet and then look at the backgrounds. So the goal is not to make all of this detail. You wanna just pick the main colors like yellows and greens and browns here. Then we've got blues and whites and blacks, and then yellows and oranges and browns for the desert. Let's try it. I started with my base color on all 3. Light green for the woodland, light orange for the fennec fox, and then just white for the Arctic fox, so I didn't have to do anything. Then I went back to the red fox woodland and added the tall lines that are supposed to be the trees. Then I did light green and dark green, just kind of blended it all together in big strokes. This shouldn't take a long time. For the fennec fox, I went through with orange and yellow and did more diagonal lines to kind of make these mountains in the background. I didn't worry about the blue in the reference picture. And then for the Arctic fox, I went down and did some light blue for the sky, dark blue for the mountains, and added some black arrow-like trees that I think will kind of look like pine trees, and then kind of filled it in, making it look like there's snow in the front, but then some shadowy hills in the background. The backgrounds don't need to be detailed at all. They're just big lines, big shapes, just to get the color on there. Now let's cut it out. Only cut along the outside. So you can also fold along the inside lines like this to make it more 3D and kind of show it off a little bit. But yeah, here are the foxes. If you're doing the intermediate one, go outside wherever you are and draw your habitat here. Because I live in Southeast Asia, we have like lots of jungles. So I did a jungle like this. And my fox that I created, I decided that he was kind of like having to get up into the trees and camouflage, so I made him like a leopard. And then I wrote it over on this side. So if you want to do these fox projects today, go ahead and go to the Adventure Art Challenge and get these projects for free. It's day 1 and there are 20 other days coming.